King Suddhodana's efforts to shield the Bodhisattva, the passing of Queen Māyā, and the love of Mahāpajāpati Gotamī. After the Brahmins examined the young prince and predicted that he would eventually renounce worldly life, King Suddhodana became deeply unsettled. He asked them, "What circumstances will lead my son to abandon the world?" They replied, "Your Majesty, the prince will encounter 4 signs: an old person, a sick person, a dead person, and a wandering ascetic. Upon seeing these, he will be moved to seek the truth and renounce worldly life." Hearing this, the king was filled with anxiety. He loved his son dearly and wished for him to inherit the throne, becoming a universal monarch ruling over the world with unmatched authority and splendor. He could not bear the thought of losing his heir to the spiritual path. Thus, he issued a strict command. From this day forward, no one who is old, ill, deceased, or living as an ascetic is to appear before the prince. These sights must be kept entirely out of his view. Guards were stationed in all directions, each positioned at regular intervals. They carefully monitored the surroundings, ensuring that no one displaying signs of aging, sickness, death, or renunciation could approach the areas frequented by the prince. The entire capital became, in effect, a carefully controlled environment, shielding the young prince from any experience that might awaken a deeper reflection on life. On that same day, a ceremonial celebration was held with the participation of 80,000 members of the royal clan. During the gathering, they made a collective vow. No matter whether the prince becomes a Buddha or a universal ruler, each of us will offer one son to serve him in the future. If he were to renounce the world, he would be surrounded by noble followers among the warrior class. If he remained a king, he would be accompanied by a grand retinue of princes. 7 days after the prince's birth, a profound event occurred. Queen Māyā passed away. Her death was not due to weakness from childbirth, but because her lifespan had come to an end. Even before his descent from the Tusita heaven, the Bodhisattva had foreseen that his mother would live only a short time after his conception. The womb that bore him was considered sacred, and according to natural law, no one else could occupy that role once fulfilled. Thus, after giving birth, she passed away and was reborn in the Tusita heaven as a celestial being named Santusita. Though this loss was deeply sorrowful, the infant prince was too young to understand. Within the palace, everyone continued to care for him with devotion. Despite his grief, King Suddhodana ensured that the prince received the finest care. He appointed hundreds of attendants, women chosen for their skill and refinement, to look after the child. Some were responsible for feeding him with pure and nourishing milk, others for bathing and dressing him, others for carrying and comforting him. Many more assisted in various duties, all working together to provide the highest level of care. Yet above all others, one person gave the prince boundless love, his aunt, Mahāpajāpati Gotamī, the younger sister of Queen Māyā. After her sister's passing, she became the chief queen. Around the same time, she had given birth to her own son, Nanda. However, her heart turned fully toward the motherless prince. Entrusting her own child to caretakers, she personally raised the Bodhisattva as if he were her own son. From that moment onward, he grew up in her gentle care, receiving the same love and protection as from a true mother. Surrounded by luxury, attended by many, and raised within the splendor of the royal palace, Prince Siddhattha grew strong and radiant. Yet deep within his young mind, the seeds of awakening quietly remained. Though his father had tried to shield him from the realities of life, the time would eventually come when he would encounter the 4 signs. And when that moment arrived, his life would change forever.